All right, welcome back to Mr. Holloway's Foundational Python Skills series. In this video, I'm going to talk about the range function. But before we get started, I just want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button if you like the video. All right, class is now in session. All right, now in the previous video, I had demonstrated a for loop using the range function, and let's go ahead and bring it up. So I'm going to say for x in range, and I'm going to say print x. All right, so this is not a video on for loops. If you want to learn about a for loop, you can look at my previous video. I'll put the link in the comments. Okay, so with the range function, we can print out numbers, but or print out something how many ever times we tell it to print. Now if you remember, if you watch the video, when we hit run, we got 0 through 9, but let's say we wanted to print let's say like 1 or 0 to 10, and notice that we have 0 to 9, and so we're going to fix that here. And the way we can fix it is that we can add an argument. And so I'm going to say we're going to start at 0 and we're going to end at 10. Now the important thing to remember is that with the range function, even if you just have one argument, it's going to print out the number -1. So that's just the way it's set up. So if you want to go to 10, you need to go to 11. All right, so actually let's go ahead and try that out now. And so now we're going to go to 10. Now let's say we wanted to start at 1. So we're the range function, you can actually add 2 arguments. So we have a start and we have a stop. So remember, this is stop -1. So now we're going to print this, and this will print 1 through 10. All right, now let's go to 50. Let's go to 50. So which means I need to go to 51, right? So I need to enter 51, and we're going to start at 0. All right, now let's say I wanted to go to 50 by 2's. Well, there's a third argument you can enter, and that third argument is the increment. And so let's say we want to go by 2's. And so let's see what happens with this. I'm going to go ahead and run, and notice we get 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, all the way to 50. Now we could go by 5's. And it's going to go by 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. We can go by 10. So on and so forth, and we're going to go get 10. So that is a very simple explanation of the range function. You have several options. You can make the range function with 1 argument. You can make it with 2. You can make it with 3. Now if you make a range function with 1 argument, you're just going to print up to whatever number that is. So let's say this was, again, if this was 10, it's going to print up to 9. So remember, that's always the you always want to go to the number -1. So to a number -1. So if we want to go to 10, we're going to enter 11. Now, second part finally is where we enter 2 arguments. And so we have, let's say we want to start at 1 and we want to end at 10. We enter that argument there, which is the start and stop. And then for the last argument, if you want to enter the increment, so if you want to count by 1, the default is actually it counts by 1. So we don't have to enter 1 there. So this would be redundant. This would be the same thing as just keeping this with 2 arguments. Now, but if we wanted to count by 2, we could enter 10 or 2, and that is pretty much it. All right. So that is the range function. If you like the video, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. And class is now out of session. Class is now dismissed. All right, see you later.